Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. My name is Sam, and Happy New Year, everybody! Welcome to 2026. Surely this one won't be as accursed, right, guys?
You had to say it. I tried to stop you.
Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. I, for one, have always been a fan of our new dinosaur overlords.
Wait, we have dinosaur overlords?
As we're recording this live in the year 2026, we must.
Roar.
You know what?
Ah!
You know what? I also gladly bow to our dinosaur overlords.
Well, I suppose we'll have to honor this new regime with our yearly tradition here on the podcast, where we go and do our top 3 manga that we've read from this year. Each of us have picked a top 3 plus some honorable mentions, and we will go through that and take a look back at what we read and enjoyed this past year. I will kick us off with my number 3, which was Gachiakuta.
Oh, Sam, that's my top 3 as well.
Hey, there you go.
Are we doing this again? I'm not against it, but we have 2 nickels.
I mean, that's just because you have taste. The only reason why I refrained from including that in my top 3 was because I read it separately and watched it separately. So
There you go.
Yeah, in all honesty, I knew that somebody was going to put it on their top 3. It's the only reason why I didn't have it as an honorable mention, because I totally get why everyone else on the pod loves this. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't vibe with it, but I recognize sheer quality. It's really good.
It's that fun, like, Soul Eater, Bleach, like, just shonenness. It's just like... Yeah.
And like, despite its premise being literally disgusting trash, it was a breath of fresh air. It was grungy, it was cool, it was it had a fun power system, it had a really fun main character. I still think back to that, like, full page panel of him looking like a demon as he was getting dumped off the floating island down into the trash world.
Yeah, it's got my my favorite setup for, like, power fantasy fiction, which is getting kicked out of heaven into the trash below and then having to fight your way up to, like, break into heaven and kill all the gods.
Yes. That's
Oh,
peak right there.
It's all the things I love. I want to read more on the pod because I can't even put my finger on why I did. It's not even that I didn't like it. I just didn't vibe with it. Like, I enjoyed it well enough. I just didn't get as into it as everybody else. So hopefully more exposure will fix that.
Indeed. Or at the very least, acclimate you to the smell.
It also had, like, a really cool grungy art style to it. Like, it was...
Yeah. I loved that.
I want to say it reminded me of, like, Danganronpa. Like, that kind of, like, thick outline kind of aesthetic.
Mhm. And that's sort of like where the outfits are, like, contrasting between, like, different, like, bulky parts and then other slimmer parts.
Very, like, high schooler idea of fashion.
Yes.
It's like, oh yeah,
This-
giant belts.
Giant belts, huge gloves.
Dad
It
can't
did-
tell me I can't wear midriff.
It did have a really strong, like, throwback vibe to like the mid to early aughts. Oh, good times.
Good times. But yeah, that is my number 3. And Matt, yours as well.
Mhm.
All right. Jay, what is your number 3?
So I had a difficult time coming to terms with this pick, but my number 3 was one of our more recent reads, 14. Because of the
Nice.
audacity of it.
The only reason that's not on my honorable mentions list is because I knew somebody was gonna say it.
The only reason that wasn't my number 3 was because it was my number 2.
I mean, I don't even remember the premise I just remember what we read and thinking, what the hell is this?
I mean, the premise changed in what we read several times, it felt like.
That's what I mean. I don't remember what the original, like 2-line premise was. I know what it became.
It was an experience.
It was a pregnant middle schooler goes to a fortune teller to get her fortune told about what her baby's going to be like. But the fortune teller instead sees that the world is going to end in 14 years. Simultaneously, a chunk of chicken cells gains sentience and becomes Chicken George, a half human, half chicken monster that starts releasing the things of the earth. And then the president appears.
That's what I mean, yes,
Don't
we
forget the
started
green
off
babies.
as like some just basic, teenagers. Teenagers are going to teenager, and this is foreshadowing the end of the world. But oh my gosh, the ride as we are nearing the end of the world is I can't.
And remember, the president did not give that order to put the babies in the acid vat, no matter
in
what
the
the
baby
doctors try to
dissolving
gas.
acid that they have.
Yeah, that whole like back and forth is just like, no, I didn't. Oh, actually, you really did. I'm like, no, I didn't. What?
Yeah, and honestly, one of the things I find kind of the most amusing about 14 is okay, I want to be clear about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's actually this like deep Shakespearean thing, but like the fact that occasionally it would like almost like dovetail into like these strong literary moments. Like I loved the like Frankenstein vibes it got because it's a pile of it's a trash raft of insanity in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
And he
And,
caught
like-
tetanus. Like, what?
and it gives you tetanus of like actual like storytelling. It's an experience.
And Jacob, you're number 3.
I am pretty sure my number 3 is going to be somewhere on someone else's list, but number 3 for me was Takopi's Original Sin.
God damn it.
Damn it, yeah.
I didn't even make it through the first round.
I think that was one that I was away for, so yeah, I wasn't even there that week, so I didn't read this one.
Yeah, this was such an interesting story. It is a very unconventional story, and it's one of those ones where it's like it confronts you with ideas that you generally don't see in manga. It has like really high ideas, like high concept ideas, and the gut punches that it gives, like it was like damn near perfect, quite frankly. The only thing for me is I don't know exactly how I would I don't even know what I would change, but like something felt slightly off about the pacing. Like it felt simultaneously like it should have been longer and shorter at the same time. But like, gosh, it's the kind of thing that you just like you read through it and you want to read it again and again and again and again because you know you're gonna see stuff that you didn't catch the first time, you know? Especially with what the big twist was. Go watch our episode for details on that.
It definitely deserved the acclaim it received on social media too, because when the anime came out, everyone would not. It really threw everyone for a loop. And imagine our surprise when we had to read the thing.
All right, and that is the number 3s done. Moving on to the number 2s. Matt, you said that you're
So my number 2 is 14. Because man, was 14 a trip. And unlike Jay, I remember what happened. So really,
I didn't say I didn't remember what happened. I said that the premise that we originally pitched just seemed to evolve into what it became.
yeah, and it's like Chicken George. You get your like weird monster level, like going through the streets Chicken George, but it's also in like this futuristic society, but it's like the 1980s version of what the future is.
Hmm.
So it's all like picket fences on like highways.
In
Um,
the pyramid.
but it's still got like that weird twist you get in older manga where they're just like, "Honey, 2 dead dogs were outside in the gutter. Isn't that a little strange?" Oh, well, you know what they say, dear. Dead dogs just keep piling up. The crowd of people, "Huh, those are some dead dogs by the toilets. Weird."
One of them appears to have had its head beaten in with a canister of gas.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
Yep.
And then, of course, the zoo of mankind's like hubris. Uh,
I don't think we got a chance to really dive into and really dissect all that was going on in there. I know we spoke about it a little bit, but really, I think the attention being derived on the sentient chicken is just a
Well-
distraction of what the larger narrative is.
Well, there was also the fact when we were addressing the zoo, the fact that we realized that's where Chicken Lucy came from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they decided to crossbreed these dogs with human heads, which means also human brains.
Just
And-
why?
Why would you do that?
Why did anybody do anything in that series? The most
Because we
most-
could.
the most earnestly motivated person was the president.
Yeah.
Well,
The
the
president who wanted his successor, America.
America
George?
Young.
America Young.
That's right.
Now, honestly, funnily enough, I think the most motivated person was the dude who they saved from the raft in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Jimmy.
Because, like, for as insane as all of that was, there was still a level of like that character in particular, like his crash outs were kind of reasonable given the circumstances.
Justified crash out.
And it's like,
It was.
dude, this guy is trying to help you. He's being nothing but kind and nice. But I also kind of understand why you're screaming and trying to brain him with a lead pipe at the same time. It is the wrong choice, but I get it.
Chicken George. Truly
Yes.
a masterful work.
The other kind of funny
Mm-hmm.
thing is I kept when I was making my list, I kept floating around 14, and in my mind I kept calling it Chicken George instead of 14.
Yeah.
That really does a disservice to President Young and the insanity that goes on there that has nothing to do with Chicken George.
Chicken George is in fact very incidental to that.
Although he is included that Stanford University or Oxford University has the professor Chicken George, an expert on human chicken relations or some nonsense. And like
And nobody
I don't-
knows his face.
no one's ever seen his face. So it's like, oh wow, that
Also, like, did we do a timeline of events too? It was like something insane. Like,
Oh yeah, the amount of time that like Jimmy was on the raft or something was completely incomprehensible.
yeah.
It's like he had to have experienced getting there, everything that happened, and getting off over the course of like 45 minutes or something.
Mhm.
And making it back to the mainland US. An excellent number 2 pick, Matt. Jay, what's your number 2 pick?
As we know, 2 of mine were already discussed. So my number 2 was actually Taco P's Original Sin.
There you go.
Yeah. For previously discussed reasons. I thought it was one of the greater psychological pieces that we read. Had some really, really interesting discussion. Go listen to that episode. See if you arrive at similar premises or similar narratives. What did we think the mangaka was trying to explore and all of that? Yeah.
All right. Jacob, how about you?
All right. My number 2 is Witch Hat Atelier. Not the episode that you actually heard, listeners. The original episode that
The secret episode.
yeah, the secret episode.
The episode where we weren't tired and frantically trying to record a synopsis.
Oh,
Uh,
but yeah,
fun times.
in all honesty, Witch Hat Atelier is just so my vibe. You know, I love characters, and I love the slow moments that you can have with characters in slower series, but it has just enough of like it has enough of a hook to keep me like really engaged and interested. You know, it's like I kind of wish I liked slice of life more with how much I tended to gravitate towards characters specifically. Um but you know, a lot of times it's like I'll enjoy it, you know, the experience for a little bit, but then I kind of fall off of it. I, you know, like lose track of it. Witch Hat Atelier, there's like this undercurrent of a bigger story that these characters are going to grow into, and we're seeing the experiences that are going to be formative in a grander tale to come later. And every now and again the hint of something, like in some cases it's something grander, in some cases it's something darker. There was an absolutely adorable dragon. I want to boop the snoot.
Is good Durgan.
They gave him a bed of clouds. It was very cute.
Very floofy. All right. And my number 2 was Wave. Listen to me.
Of course, the Scorp liked Wave.
Hey. That was originally, I expected more like radio, like nitty gritty to happen in it. That did not happen. And honestly, I was fine with it because the amount that we got was enough to satisfy me as like, you know, an enthusiast, for a professional in the radio space. And everything else was just batshit. Like the main character with her sitcom life somehow falling backwards and failing upwards into not being homeless. The fact that the fact that in BSing a radio drama about killing her ex, she saved his life because the lady that he left the main character for was about to actually knife him, only to have her get hit by a car. She fled the premise. Just everything about that manga tickled me. It was so funny, and it was very like it was very human in how like confused the emotions were and how tangled and messy it all was. And it all had a fine glue of a scummy radio producer manipulating this woman because you look like a celebrity. You got nice tits. Come be on my radio station.
We're gonna hint at there being something more to this, both in universe and to the audience.
Is there? Who knows? That manga was like 90% Mystique by volume, and I loved it.
There are two things that stood out to me about Wave and make me really want us to revisit it at some point. One was, as Sam mentioned, the very messy, very human emotions. I loved her confrontation with her ex, like her actual real confrontation with her ex, because her ex was probably the scum she thought he was. But there's that just little bit of doubt that maybe the evidence that she found was genuinely innocent, you know? And it's like, you can go to sleep at night assuming that the ex is as bad as you think, but you don't know. And like every character is like that, where it's like, you can be pretty sure you understand this person, but they're a person and they're very capable of surprising you. And then the other thing that I remember very distinctly is when the main character is about to do her radio show and she just slicks her hair back and then leans forward. Yes, it's coming back! My unwarranted confidence! And I knew that this main character was Sam's spirit animal in the best way.
Shut up, you're right.
My favorite part about Wave, which ties in with why we as the podcast liked it so much, just how blatantly Hokkaido based it is. Like they
Yes.
take that setting and they wear it on like their sleeves, which other favorite manga of the pod, Golden Kamuy. So it's fun to have that
Absolutely.
overlay.
Let it be known, the Over Manga Cast loves Hokkaido.
We need more manga based in Hokkaido is really what I'm hearing here.
Frontier, like early 20th century, still mostly like untamed Hokkaido, or like modern day Hokkaido. We love them both.
Mostly untamed radio scene of Hokkaido.
Yes. All right. And that is the number 2 for everybody. So how about we go through some honorable mentions? A few of mine did already get snagged by people's number 3s, or by people's 3 and 2. So
As is the case of every time we've done this, basically.
every
Yeah.
time.
Honestly, most of my list is basically just there are 2 things I want, like there are 2 like actual honorable mentions. Most of the rest of my honorable mentions list is we do a top 3, and they're like, it's like the list is close, but I really liked I Hope You're Happy Lemon.
Yeah.
What a wonderful train wreck of a main character. Or I
Yeah,
guess
that-
title not main character. What a wonderful train wreck of a title character, because the main character is sort of more standard, but
They're weirdly like co-main characters, except you're clearly focused into the guy's point of view, really.
yeah. It's like it's kind of easy to say that like the guy is the point of view character, whereas Lemon is the main character or protagonist, I suppose technically. But that's just a fun series. The characters are absolutely a delight in that, and Lemon is she's so interesting. Also wanted to both of these for basically the same reason, wanted to shout out Centuria and Blade of the Immortal, because they're both just some fun dark action fantasy.
Indeed.
But the 2 that are more honorable mention-y rather than just being like lower down on the list than what we like do in detail. Isekai Red, I didn't want to put it on the list because in all honesty, there are things I think the manga does better, there are things I think the anime does better. I do think I prefer the anime because seeing it in motion really helps it a lot, but it was also something that I'd found before we read it on the pod, so not really a new thing for me. And then the other one, that one specific fight in Solo Leveling, just that one fight that was really, really, really good sequential art. All the rest of Solo Leveling can burn.
Yes.
But that one
That
fight was the shit.
And I know this puts us at odds with like the hordes of Solo Leveling fans, but you were wrong, and we've told you why.
I have a honestly close friend at work whose favorite anime is Solo Leveling, and I genuinely don't understand why.
I don't understand. And it got more popular since we did that episode. I don't understand how people can enjoy just watching Jinwoo keep going to the handjob factory. He just keeps going there.
Hype
Yep.
moments in aura, man. Hype moments in aura. That's all it takes.
It's just jacking off Jinwoo the entire time. You're gonna
Yep.
get carpal tunnel, man.
Uh,
Oh.
I realized a common trend in my honorable mentions. They are all fluffy rom-coms. Witch Watch, Hope You're Happy Lemon, and You and I Are Polar Opposites.
Oh, I do. I agree with you on Witch Watch, just mainly because that was really fun to have Colton on. Because
Yes, it was.
that mangaka is his jam.
Oh yeah. He knows every work that mangaka has done inside and out. And having his expertise on while we were just enjoying the vibes.
Yeah. Also, just to be
Made
clear,
a good
Col-
made for some good content.
I'm under the impression Colton is an expert on every manga because
Yeah.
he does a serious podcast about manga, and we do this.
Whatever the
Yeah.
hell this is.
Oh,
I think it's fun.
it
Yeah.
is fun. So I've got an honorable mention, not because it was good, but because I don't think I've ever on this podcast been more upset at the world building of a manga we read, and that's please put them on Takamine-san. Because like they make all these rules in the beginning about how the time travel works and then throw them out immediately, and they could have just not made the rules. They could have just not done any of it and it would have been the same thing. But now I'm just like, how did he teleport back to the beginning of the race? That doesn't it that's not how the time travel works. What's going on? And then I'm like, oh, but this is just some like smutty etchy thing about a girl taking off her panties and they need an excuse for that. And I'm like, yeah, but it could have been a coherent excuse. It didn't need to be as complicated and bad.
If you're going to have horny world building, at least have the horny world building be internally consistent, god damn it.
Or just don't have the rules and just have it be horny for the sake of horny. That's equally as acceptable.
Yes,
They
it
made
is.
it
Because that
complicated
is
and
its
they
own
made it
form of
bad.
internally consistent.
Oh.
Oh.
That
Yeah,
was one of the best episodes. Like, honestly, that manga was mediocre. That was one of the most fun episodes to record.
It
It's
really was. It was.
I
it was
would
a
put
good
it
one.
up there with Am I Actually the Strongest? For
No.
terrible manga I would never touch again, but holy shit, is talking about it fun.
Yeah. Anything else on your honorable mentions, Matt?
Nope. That's only the only thing I had.
All right.
Well, that and Witch Watch, I did appreciate that episode.
All right. And Jay, your honorable mentions.
Sure. So I was a bit torn. Again, a late mention, but I have to say, Sanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanda.
I came away with more questions in a good way. In a good way. I'm typically not as into, the holiday spirit or the Christmas spirit. I'm not a Christmas person. I'm more of a spooky month person. But reading Sanda really piqued my curiosity. More so about the world building and, what exactly is going on with the kids in this universe and why are all of the sociopaths kept in the basement?
Why do they have a murder basement?
These questions plague me and keep me up at night. Thank you, Sanda.
Editing that episode was almost as much of a trip as reading and recording that episode. Just,
My second honorable mention is actually a revisit, but I had to bring it up because I really enjoyed the reading that we did this year. Call of the Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I was kind of like, this is, speaks to the night owl in me. Oh, I think it's like very, surface level. Not at all. This is very homey and very comforting. I enjoyed this reading so much. It speaks to my younger self so much.
hell yeah.
I mean, like, Call of the Night is one of the few series that I actually had read ahead. That kind of tells you something, because, like, I never get around to doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it might not be everyone else's cup of tea, but it was very much a comfort read. And you know what? Heck, I'll even throw in Marriage Toxin in there too. A newer one. It was good. I'm still reading it.
I mean, that's an
Yeah.
endorsement.
Yeah.
That's a good endorsement. All right. And going into number one. For me, my number one is perhaps going to come as zero surprise to anybody because Matt said that I would love it. It was Centuria.
Yes. The orb.
I bloody loved Centuria. It is, as predicted, exactly up my alley. It is Uh, it is some lush dark fantasy. It is some cosmic horror with the creepy ocean tentacle mommy.
Mm.
It's got
Mm-hmm.
very big lady night. It's just it's peak.
It
I
had
love it.
the dog tree corpse thing.
That was one of the coolest monsters I've ever seen.
Oh.
Is so good.
Had the main villain confusingly keep his head attached with like liquid manipulation powers.
Yes,
In this fight, and it's like, wait, hold on, isn't that incredibly inconvenient?
Yes, yes, it is.
yes, it is. This sucks actually.
The idea that I have to do this consciously for the rest of my life is actually probably a lot worse than I'm letting on.
But I'm
Oh.
so much of a spoiled brat. I have to win this fight. And the most evil king ever that everybody loves.
Is the BBEG actually evil or not? And like
We genuinely cannot tell.
there's this whole thing of it's like, is the prophecy of the main character and his sister or adopted sister,
Gotta specify that.
is the prophecy of them like, are they going to be fighting the BBEG, or is this self-fulfilling prophecy? You know, and like they're actually at least partially at fault, or like what a world, what potential, what God, I'd love to do a revisit on that at some point.
Oh,
Right.
100%. That manga, when I read that manga when they did like the first chapter preview, and I immediately messaged Jay because she had a D&D character that was basically inspired by like the deep sea god that represents the ocean in there. That was just an insane coincidence. And then I just knew this was exactly Sam's jam, so I sent it to him. And then presumably he didn't read it at all until we picked it up for the podcast.
The really hilarious thing is Matt sent it in the Over Manga Cast Discord, so both Sam and I saw it, and I read the first chapter, and I said to Sam, "Hey Sam, this is so up your alley. You should read this." Guess what he didn't do?
And I said, yes, you are both right.
Yes, affirmative.
And then nothing happened until we read it for the show.
And then this show did its main job, which is forced people to read manga they'd like.
I mean,
Pretty much.
yeah.
And you know what? If that's something that has done this for you, dear listener, like you've read something because you're keeping up with the pod, is put your feet to the fire on something that you would you'd like but never got around to, then honestly I'd say that's that will have made all of this shenaniganery worth it.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's my number one. How about you, Matt?
My number one is Takopi's Original Sin, because I'm saying something about this manga. It made the top 3, top 2, and top 1 of the 3 people who read it this year. So,
I think it's a
I
winner.
can tell you something, listener.
but Takopi's Original Sin is so narrowly up my exact alley of what I like in a manga. Like, I like dark, I like gritty, I like sad, and Takopi is not happy. It has a bittersweet ending. It's a little happier than bittersweet, I guess, because bittersweet implies a kind of darkness to the happiness. It
Well-
resets for everyone but Takopi, which
Yeah.
is
It's there is genuine loss in
Mhm,
the ending, and I think like there's a beauty in that.
yeah. And I don't know. It's got some moments that I love in a manga where I turn a page and I think the plot can only go one direction, but like a little voice in my head goes, this had to be published in a magazine, or like this had to go through editors. There's no way it's going this direction. Someone would have put a stop to it. Flip the page. Nope. That's wow, I guess they just published this. Okay, yeah, let's go. And then Takopi's Original Sin does that like 4 times in the reading, and I'm like, damn, this is exactly my jam. It's Takopi's Original Sin is like the manga that makes me think I could read Blood on the Tracks with this podcast group. I probably couldn't, which is why we never actually work it up to like putting it on the list. But
One day.
one day. But yeah, Taco Pizza Original Sin is great. It is the exact genre of manga I like, and it's like it had the aesthetic of old school like Doraemon kind of like child's anime that goes dark, but not in like a kitschy kind of um
It's not like dark magical girl
it's not
like
yeah, it's not like that isekai of like so I'm stuck in that's not an isekai. That's it's not like Welcome to Fairyland. It's like a little girl just killing things with like violence and gore.
it's
Oh,
actually it's not aesthetically dark, it's genuinely dark. There is a big difference there, and it's honestly not even that aesthetically dark. Its darkness comes from very genuine places that really make it confront some serious emotions.
yeah, and I don't know. I really like that manga. I have like the physical copy on my bookshelf, just preserved. I haven't like resold it or anything because I really like this manga. It is up there with my very small bookshelf of things I actually keep.
Yeah, the fact that it has hit every slot in the top 3 really is a testament to it. So
Mhm.
go read it, listeners, and also
Wait a minute, it
s-
didn't get honorable mention. Sam, you dropped the ball on that one.
go read it, listeners, and me editing this in the future. Just go fucking do it. They're not going to shut up until you do.
Do it.
I should actually check out the anime. I haven't actually seen it.
There you go. Jay, you're number 1.
So mine might be a bit of a surprise, but my number 1 is Blade of the Immortal. Need I say more? I am a sucker for a good period piece that also involves some sort of new supernatural puzzling. What do they mean? Is it metaphorical or is it literally? No, they mean literally immortal. We don't know exactly
Worms.
why, or we do know exactly why, but we don't know
It-
necessarily, I guess, the mechanics of it all, how it originated, what it looks like. It involves, the interactions between, I don't want to say two unlikely protags, right? An older man and a younger girl. That's not weird.
It's it's the
I don't
kind of
know.
thing it's the kind of thing that's been done before, but this does have a unique vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved Blade of the Immortal so much. And like it again, it makes me wish that we did a longer list because 100% it would have been on my list elsewhere. Honestly,
same.
probably number 4. It's such a it has so much potential for future storytelling too. Like I am so genuinely and deeply curious to see what way the protagonist is going to go with and it's like which of them am I talking about, but in particular the one I'm interested in is I'm so bad with names, I can't remember her name, but the girl, her like I want to know if she is going to like find the true way of the warrior or if she's going to come to the conclusion that revenge isn't worth it, because there's so many interesting directions you can take the story going in both directions.
Yeah.
What a ball of potential.
Yeah, that's another one that I definitely want to revisit, get more of the story and see that how that dynamic continues to evolve. It's very interesting. And we left it on quite the cliffhanger with the BBEG right there.
Yeah.
All right. And Jacob, you're number 1.
So I know my number 1 is going to be surprising because I wish I liked slice of life more because I love characters, but I always kind of need some kind of hook, some kind of like bigger premise to like keep me engaged, right? My number 1 is You or I Are Polar Opposites.
All right.
All right.
Huh.
I loved every single character from that. I need more of them in my life. Like
Aw.
it's one of those ones where it's like this is a genre I bounce off of 100% of the time, not because there's anything wrong with it, but because it just like naturally goes against my, like my tastes and like what interests me. And yet, oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I even did, in fact, read a little bit past our reading. Now, unfortunately, it's me. It was like a chapter or two. It wasn't very much, but it is a slice of life series, and I kept reading past our assigned reading. I never do
Yay!
that for these sorts of things. I don't do it for things that are my genre. So, gosh, it just left such a huge impression on me.
I am so happy to hear that because that was one of the picks that I just randomly out of the blue just suggested, and it appeared like no one else really liked it other than myself. So that means a
Oh,
lot, Jacob.
I absolutely loved it. Just like I don't know. I guess it's just, because the characters felt like such people, it like kind of like gave them a level of like almost automatic effortless depth that like it feels like, you're a part of this group, I guess.
Yeah. It's really fun. It was a blast of a manga to read. All right, and that brings us to the end of the episode. Another year come and gone, wrapped up in the history books.
Wrapped up in the history books like our new dinosaur overlords.
Mhm.
To where I missed something. I was out for a couple of days with the disease, so maybe things just changed rapidly.
Well, Sam, it's good thing that you didn't go to the rebellion of 2025 because everyone who attended that were cowards.
Foiled again by sickness.
Oh. So
thank you.
we're reading Dinosaur Sanctuary next, right?
Thank you, everybody, once again for tuning into the Over Manga Cast. As always, you can find us on all your social medias where we are at Over Manga Cast.
You can also find us on YouTube where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what your favorites are. Tell us what your favorites were from this year. Let us know if we did get you to read some stuff you otherwise wouldn't have, and give us some suggestions for what we could read in the coming year. We love hearing from you.
Yep. And as always, we appreciate reviews in any and all form. Go ahead, reach out to us. iTunes, Spotify, give us a thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever they do nowadays. You can also reach us over mangacast@gmail.com or just a little comment section on overmangacast.com. Yeah, we like recommendations. We like new stuff, or just tell us that we had good opinions.
Indeed.
Speaking of good opinions, Sam, what are we reading next time?
Next time, we are going to be reading The Darwin Incident, Volumes 1 and 2. Get ready for some
Ooh.
monkey business.
Ooh.
If you're keeping up with the show, be sure to read that, and we'll see you in 2 Thursdays. Happy New Year, everybody!
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year! Woohoo!
And if you play this at midnight, you can count down with us. 10, 9, 8,
8,
7,
7,
6. Oh, the column's really bad. 5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
0.
This came out a week after New Year's. You guys are idiots.